behind you is the winning piece. So George, I've done my work there, but like children, I'm sure you've loved everybody equally tonight. So ladies and gentlemen, the winning piece, the fine act of journalism. Thank you.
I feel trapped here in some version of hell. What do I see when I look out on the vista? What do I smell and taste when I breathe the air? Contamination. It's like a poison that seeps into every nook and cranny of the place. So that on the surface, everything looks clean. But underneath it's rotting away. Rotten and rotting. And it's the same with the people. Everyone then corrupted to a greater or lesser degree. Bad taste that bounds here, but even worse, humanity. So I languish. 1,000 miles from any truly great civilization. Ashamed of my own place in this grotesque charade. And amongst this wretched dirt, what hope do I see? What marks of culture? None. No hope. For there are no marks of civilized life in this place.
The cappuccino, sir.
Oh, thanks very much. This is Austin Little for the London Daily Times in Dubai. The ugly, embarrassing, racist uncle at the World Family Get-Together. Oh yeah, Austin, dear boy, you are an artist.
Well, look at that. Dubai bashing journalist in the flesh. I suppose it's not all bad. At least he came to visit. Better than most. Plotting a miserable story so the people back home can feel all better about themselves. Maybe it made them feel better about all those taxes. The way some of them talk about us, anyone would think Britain was paradise on earth. Please, have you been to Birmingham? It's like Baghdad without the architecture. Post-war. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
It appears like one of the primitive locals is trying to make contact.
Excuse me, sir. I couldn't help but notice you're pouring crap all over my country.
I do beg your pardon, I didn't know you could speak English. Well done, well done.
What for? Mastering your simple language? There are monkeys in labs who are doing that.
Monkeys in lab. One nation explains to me how cruel and unusual experiments take place on innocent, intelligent animals in secret laboratories. Staffed by slave children.
I understand that. Are you being willfully obtuse or are you just an idiot?
Steady on, so steady on. There's no need for personal insults.
Personal insults? You just called me a primitive.
Ah, yes, but that's what I thought you didn't understand. You know, when I thought you were uneducated.
Why? Because I live in the sandpit among these uncivilized wretches? Yeah, well, I was very lucky, you see. I lived in a rural area, and the people of my village, they all clubbed together to send me to school. They milked all of the goats and sold all of the camels, and they just had enough money to send the brightest pupil to school.
Ah, so you lived in poverty then?
Oh, abject poverty. Horrific misery, abandoned by the government to survive only on the birds we could shoot and at the odd cactus. But one day I shall return, and I will pay for the new well. And my people will finally drink more than goat's milk and their own sweat.
Deserted by the ruling elite, who sit in their palaces of gold. The rural people suffer like dogs.
Are you bloody kidding me? I was being sarcastic. We are one of the richest countries in the world. You think goat's cheese pays for our education?
Well,
You think I was raised in a cactus? We sold my grandparents as slaves to pay for my camel-powered wagon to take me to town.
unable to control their language or temper, the locals demonstrate a pathological need to lie.
Stop that. Stop twisting everything I say to fit your story. It's dishonest.
It's creative. The fine art of journalism.
Oh, I'm going to tell you something, Mr. Fine Art of Journalism. I'm going to tell you why you're wrong about my country and why you should keep your baseless, prejudiced, and racist, yes, racist opinions to yourself, rather than sitting here trying to fill up the space on your morally bankrupt excuse for a newspaper industry.
Well, you'd best be quick.
Why? Is your flight leaving soon?
I'm too bloody drunk to stay awake. Yes, my flight's leaving soon.
Well, I don't know how long you've been in the UAE.
3
but-
hours.
What?
Starting then in Dubai, 3 hours, sir.
3 hours?
Yes, thank you, Mahal. 3 hours is more than enough time to see the grotesque display of wealth and hubris at this hellish place.
3 whole hours in the airport.
Yes, thank you, Mahal.
You're welcome, sir.
3 hours here in the airport. What, you flew in, walked from arrivals to departures?
But you can't imagine I stay in a place like this. With all the barbaric laws, the unsustainable opulence, the stinking arrogance of rural English, and all those drunken, unskilled expat failures.
Where did you get this crap?
From my article mostly.
Your article based on your extensive experience at the United Arab Emirates?
The main thing, son, is that I was here. Besides, the paper couldn't afford a hotel as well.
So why bloody come at all?
Credibility.
Credibility.
Yes, we have to have credibility. People need to know that I was here. You know that the article is based on fact.
The fact that you saw the airport.
On observation of the incredibly classes place of welfare for one thing.
Where?
Over there.
That's Borders.
Yes, and the books are all at least £1 more here. It's sickening.
Yeah. So tell me, what else?
On the erosion of local culture thanks to the invasion of Western companies.
McDonald's. Are you telling me you think McDonald's has forced out a traditional Arabic restaurant? They only built the terminal last year.
On interviews with a broad spectrum of immigrant workers.
Are you talking about your waitress? That's how you know me.
She gave me an excellent insight.
What did you do? Ghostwrite or autobiography while she frothed you admit? Mahal,
Oh, yes, sir.
what did you tell this buffoon?
Oh, Mr. Nathan, most curious, sir. He asked me about my family. I tell him about poverty, no hope, no escape, very unhappy.
But isn't that back home?
Yes, sir.
And writing an article about Dubai.
Yes, sir.
And do you tell him about life where? In the Philippines?
Yes, of course, sir. He is journalist. If I don't give him garbage, he make up garbage. I give him good story. Dangerous quest to far off land with 2 towers. The same for family. I think we make fellowship.
Fellowship, Mahal, that sounds a lot like Lord of the Rings.
Yes, sir. Good DVD, good story, and good story means good tip.
So tell me, you said earlier you were 1,000 miles from any great civilization.
Did I? Oh yes, it sounds like something I say.
Well, what you actually meant was you're 1,000 miles from any Western civilization. You see, the Arab world, it's home to one of the